A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a highly anticipated summit held on Friday at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Alaska, U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin met for nearly 3 hours, hoping to find common ground on the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Despite the optimistic rhetoric and a warm welcome that included a military flyover, the meeting concluded without any concrete agreements to address the war that has claimed countless lives since its inception in 2022. Both leaders emerged from the talks describing them as productive, yet they offered little in the way of specifics and took no questions from the press, a deviation from the usual protocol that left many observers puzzled. President Trump, who has often touted his negotiating skills, expressed that while they had made some headway, significant gaps remained unresolved. There were many points that we agreed on. I would say a couple of big ones that we haven't quite got there, but we've made some headway, Trump stated, standing in front of a backdrop proclaiming pursuing peace. This sentiment, however, was not substantiated by any details regarding a potential ceasefire or a roadmap for future negotiations. Putin, who was warmly received after being isolated from Western leaders for years, thanked Trump for hosting the summit and noted the historical ties between the two nations, recalling their cooperation during World War II. The Russian leader suggested that the next meeting could take place in Moscow, hinting at a desire to continue dialogue. He praised the friendly tone of the talks, which notably did not address the humanitarian crisis unfolding in Ukraine as a result of Russian military actions. As the summit progressed, both leaders were joined by their top aides, including U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The discussions reportedly touched on various topics, but as the press conference concluded, it became clear that no substantial agreements had been reached. Trump acknowledged that he would need to consult with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and NATO leaders to determine the next steps, a sign that the path forward remains uncertain. The lack of a definitive breakthrough has raised questions about the effectiveness of the summit, especially given the backdrop of ongoing violence in Ukraine. Russian forces have continued to gain ground, and with time seemingly on Putin's side, the urgency for a resolution is palpable. Observers noted that while both leaders described the meeting as productive, the absence of any concrete outcomes suggests that significant challenges remain. In the wake of the summit, reactions from various political analysts and international relations experts have ranged from skepticism to cautious optimism. Some believe that the mere act of engaging in dialogue is a step forward, while others are concerned that it may embolden Russia to continue its aggressive stance without facing repercussions. As the world watches closely, the question remains, what will be the next move in this high-stakes diplomatic chess game? With Trump indicating that the summit was more of a feel-out meeting, it is clear that both leaders are still navigating a complex landscape fraught with historical tensions and modern-day realities. While the summit may not have yielded immediate results, it has undoubtedly set the stage for future discussions and the ongoing quest for peace in Ukraine. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.